We'll stick to our usual, but we're gonna try it. Wonder, can I do this way on YouTube? No. Okay. Hey, is it working? Are we working? Good deal. So, what's been happening? This one sucks. Oh well. Maybe if I... Oop. Sorry, we're plugged in, so can't move it too much. But how have you been? Well, we keep in constant contact, so I know how you've been. Things have been rough. My forehead is really dry. Oh, gross. Need to exfoliate that. We had a late dinner and just got everybody in bed. I had a 13-hour shift tomorrow. I rinsed out my dried coffee cup and put it in hot water. Apparently there was some sugar left in the cup. I went to wash out the cup. Oh, good grief. I don't know if you can see, but this scar right here, I cut myself a few weeks ago at work when we were offloading truck. We get some of our freight come in totes, and usually that's like our clothes, our shoes, all of our medicine, things that we don't get full cases of come in totes. And they are zip tied shut, but we always go, well, not always. When it's just one person, we don't. But when there's two people offloading, it doesn't really look like a scar, it just looks like part of my hand, but there is a scar there. When there's two people offloading, we always open them because sometimes they will put literally just one box of Kraft macaroni and cheese in the tote, and that's it, just one box. And so we don't have a lot of room in our warehouse, so when we open them and try to condense as much as we can, and I went to cut a zip tie, and my hand was like it was out of the way holding the tote, and I was cutting the zip tie, and just as luck would have it, the same time my box knife slipped, my hand slipped, and it cut me. Luckily, it wasn't a few inches lower because that would have been real bad, but I need to unroll my sleeves now that I'm done cooking and stuff. But hopefully other people jump on. Let's see, what else can we talk about? Still waiting on word and furnace. Dang, well, see, earlier today, Zach had washed the dishes. What just popped up? Wait, what was I just saying? Oh, Zach had just got done washing dishes, and we had just got done doing a load of laundry, and we put that in the dryer, and we were, we had just put one load in the dryer, and we went to start another load, and we all of a sudden had no water. And I know I paid the water bill, so we were like freaking out, thinking like a pipe under the house had burst or something. Thank the Lord it did not. Hey, Aaron, how are you? Turns out there was a water main break a few streets over, which left our entire side of town out of water for like 4 hours today. So that was fun. Good news. Pretty certain Luca is fully day potty trained. We, haven't had any accidents. Let's see. none of the kids have been to school all week because of winter weather, and so they got out of school early Friday because of winter weather, and we've had no accidents in almost a week. So, and he's been taking himself without a word to do both. So, who knew all it took was buying the wrong pull-ups? Would have done that a long time ago. But let's see what else has been going on. Nothing really too interesting. Hmm. Hey Leroy. Luckily they go back tomorrow. There's still snow on the ground, but most of the roads are clear now, so they do go back to school tomorrow for 2 days, and that's it. So, um, yeah, Lori, I can't imagine. See, Lucas' school Friday they dismissed at 1 o'clock. They usually don't dismiss until 3, and I found out on Facebook nobody called me. Monday when there was no school, I found out on Facebook also. Tuesday they called me, and they called me Monday for Tuesday, and then they called me Tuesday for today, and then they called me today to let me know that school was in session tomorrow. And then the kids' school, they always send out a text message, so um, the older school does. Let's see, we had the stomach bug all last week in this house. I bet, Lori. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Dang, yeah, luckily, I say I didn't get it. So let's see. Last Saturday, it started with Luca, and then Delson got it, and then Luca got it again. And then one of those nights, I started throwing up, but as soon as it was the night Delson got it, as soon as Delson got up throwing up, basically my body forgot that I was not feeling good, and I was fine after that. Then Katie got it. She was the only one who ran a fever. Uh, and then Zach got it. So. Stay alive, stay alive. I got 3 videos out this week, you guys. Aren't you proud of me? I have nothing filmed for this coming week. I will probably go to the grocery store Friday before work. So you can look for a grocery haul then. And then I'm going to figure out what else I'm going to film. I'm thinking about doing a bathroom cleaning video. Listen, none of those videos I posted this week, including the grocery haul, went according to plan. Like, there was some It was almost like the universe was telling me not to do it, but I did it anyways. Oh, and I also broke one of the the phone I have is a Samsung Galaxy S21 Plus. It's got 3 different cameras on the back. The bottom one is broken. Luckily, that's not the one I use for filming. It's like the portrait mode camera to take like professional looking photos with, so let's see, there's a grocery haul, a cleaning video, and a cooking video that I just posted tonight. Like, okay, let me see. With the grocery haul, I got home, couldn't find my tripod. Um, um, it was. My brain just stopped working. Anyways, okay, I can't remember everything that happened with the grocery haul, but let's see. With the cleaning video, my tripod wouldn't stay standing. I'm glad you guys are better. I couldn't imagine. We do like Alfredo, but my kids, like Delson would eat the asparagus. None of my kids would eat the mushrooms or the tomatoes. They might eat the spinach. None of my kids would eat the shrimp. Okay, so all I know for sure, Lori, is that the bottom one does portrait mode. That's all I know for sure. Her furnace quit working, Leroy. Um, I do. You know what? My husband has been asking me to make homemade macaroni and cheese. I've never made it before. It's blowing cold air, and she had people come and look at it, and she needs to replace the whole thing. So maybe I'll do a video this week on making homemade mac and cheese for the first time. YouTube has this little white dot down here at the middle, and I keep thinking it's something on my phone screen. So sorry. Maybe I'll film that. I thought about filming maybe like a bathroom clean with me video. I'm trying to decide if I should, because usually when I do cooking videos, I show you guys making the entire meal. But oh, that's what I was talking about. I'm sorry, my brain is so scatterbrained right now. The cleaning video. My phone died in the middle, like before I could finish filming. While I was cleaning my stove, I noticed that there were deep scratches in my glass cooktop. That made me sad. And then when I was think before you speak, Shannon. When I was filming the cooking video, I left most of it in the video. I had literally bought the asparagus the day before I cooked it, and it was all slimy and gross when I went to cook it. I didn't have anything quick, like that I could actually cook for me and the kids. Um, so like nothing went right while filming this past week, but I still put them up, even though they weren't what I wanted. And anyways, that's what I was talking. Now we're talking about. So now I'm trying to decide. I always when I do cooking videos, I usually always show like full meals. And I don't know where I got the idea in my head that I had to do that. But I'm wondering if it would be better to just do like dishes, like one dish at a time. And then when I'm like cooking whole meals, I have multiple videos. I'm also gonna have to get a hard drive to put like the photos on my phone on because I'm running out of storage on my phone. Or I just need to get a camera. I just need to bite the bullet and do it. So yeah. It was like negative 25 degrees here one day this week. That's too cold for me. Yeah, my husband is a tech geek and we have an 8 terabyte hard drive. Also, I need to delete some apps. I got apps I don't use that are probably taking up storage too. That I need to delete. I washed my hair for the first time in almost 2 weeks, you guys. Yep, I know, that's gross, but I think it's safe to say my brain can only handle so much in a day, and washing my hair was not one of the things I wanted to do. I really didn't want to do it today either. I've had a migraine all day. It's still kind of there, but we're pushing through. I need my one New Year's resolution this year. Yeah. I don't ever delete like pictures of my kids or anything like that. I also do take a lot of photos for work that I don't need to keep, but you can run games on your phone through Fetch. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, I really didn't want to wash my hair today either, but my neck is really stiff.
Now, could we flush the toilet?
Yes, you can flush the toilet now, buddy. No, you can't come over. Come over this way, please. This way. Hold on a second, guys. Hey, where are you going? Oh, okay, never mind. He doesn't want to come to me, so. He was asking if we could flush the toilet now, because when there was no water, when the water main break happened today, I told him we couldn't use any water, so we couldn't flush the toilet, we couldn't turn on the sinks. So, do you just play it through the regular Fetch app? Let's see. Interesting. I'll have to look into that. Can you Cash App? Like, I have Fetch. I don't use it. I always forget it exists. Just like I forget Ibotta exists. I need to start using that more too. But, can you cash out on Fetch right to your bank account? Oh, my one New Year's resolution is to be more consistent on YouTube with things other than grocery hauls. I don't want to just be a grocery haul channel. I want to get back into filming, cleaning, and cooking, and other things. I've been trying to brainstorm some ideas because I'd like to not just do grocery hauls and cooking and cleaning. Like, I'd like to do some food challenges, like maybe store brand versus name brand, because like I'm a firm believer in like can I tell the difference? Ooh. Yeah, I think you can do Walmart gift cards on Fetch too, right? Um, what was I just saying? Uh, like I'm a firm believer in like um I like there are things I believe you just don't buy off brand of, like Pop Tarts, Oreos, uh there was one other thing that I was like absolutely not. I will not buy the off brand of that, but I can't remember what it is. But I was thinking about doing a video where I do like I'm blindfolded and I taste test name brand versus store brand and see if I can actually tell the difference or if it's just all in my head. Oh, listen, if y'all haven't tried the mini peanut butter M&Ms Run Don't Walk, they're so good. Uh Depending on the type of chips, I think off-brand is okay. Like I actually prefer off-brand barbecue chips to Lay's barbecue chips. And I also prefer plain potato chips in the off-brand than the name brand. I think it's because of the salt. Like I'm a salt girl. Well, I'm a sweets girl first and foremost, but also I'm a salt girl, especially when it comes to my snacks. Like they need to be salty. And sometimes Lay's just don't have enough salt. And that's probably gonna cause me lots of problems when I get older, but it is what it is. Like I mean, canned vegetables. Oh, also, yes, they are owned by Pepsi. Who deliver? Okay, if y'all know, who delivers Dr. Pepper in your state? Pepsi delivers it in Arkansas. Coke delivers it in Missouri. Pepsi delivers it in Ohio, right? Yeah, and in Michigan. So, fun fact: Dr. Pepper and Seven Up. Dr. Dr. Pepper and Seven Up. What? Canada Dry is not Seven Up anymore. Seven Up still delivers Canada Dry to my store, anyways. I think it's yeah, it's definitely Seven Up. Dr. Pepper, um, Seven Up and Dr. Pepper are owned actually by Keurig, and it's actually called Dr. Pepper Keurig. Um, and actually, Dr. Pepper was owned just by Seven Up, but they decided to, um, huh. See, Seven Up is switching, at least in my area. Their ginger ale is called Verner's now. Uh, So I don't know what that means for Canada Dry, but uh, um, but anyways, they decided to contract out the distribution of Dr. Pepper because when it was associated with 7 Up, it didn't sell as well. Isn't that crazy? Um, so the more you know. And listen, y'all, I can't go into details on what I'm about to tell you, so I'm just, I didn't know that working retail was going to give me such an inside scoop uh, on some true crime things. Like, what? Mm, that's weird. The wind just freaked me the fuck out. Sorry. Um, I can't go into too much detail on. Okay, I can go into detail on one of them because it's fine, but one of them I can't because there's still an active investigation going on. Um, so I can't go into details on that. Um, one of my regulars is on the run for drug trafficking right now. I can talk about that because, well, I'm not. But I mean, it's bizarre. I do think so. Me and Zach were having this conversation a few nights ago. They after somebody hit the wall, somebody ran into our building, my store's building. We share it with the laundromat, and there's an empty suite between the two. And they hit the where they hit the wall was about 3 foot away from my actual like where our store starts. Um, Somebody ran into the wall. They claim their foot slipped off the brake and hit the gas. Um, he did pass all his field sobriety tests, so they don't believe he was under the influence. He is a regular, so we do know he has some medical issues that when he doesn't take care of himself properly causes confusion, like diabetes. And we do also know that he hadn't been taking care of himself properly. So, anyways, it did more damage to the building than it did his car because he had a 1999 Crown Vic. And those older cars are built like tanks. So there wasn't really much. He drove away in the car, but luckily there was no structural damage. It just the brick just needed to be replaced, and the drywall inside needs to be replaced. They have fixed the outside at least, so it's fine. Um, yeah, I I am currently trying to figure out how I could do videos related to my job without getting in trouble. Which, if you haven't noticed, I have stopped saying the name of the place I work. Not because I am trying to hide it from anybody, but because in case the company I work for does find my channel, they can't, uh, I can't get any repercussions for speaking about them because I'm not naming them. They took our ATM away because they claim it wasn't making enough money. They wanted it to be used 100 times a month. It was only being used 40. But that would be because literally 3 hours after they would come and put money in it, there would be no money in it. What? Someone got left alone in the store, what? Hey, Josh! Did y'all get hit with that winter weather we just got hit with? Was that Sunday? We got some Friday and then we got more Sunday, I believe. But like I really want to do like videos on what not to do when you go into a store. And like my biggest pet peeves and stuff. Well, something like that similar kind of happened to me. Uh, Not this time working here, but I used to work at the company I work for now, like 6 years ago. And on I was only a cashier. I was not in management at the time. Uh, and on my second shift, the manager I was working with walked out in the middle of our shift, and the store manager refused to come and help me close and show me anything, so I had to figure it out on my own. Luckily, the night before, even though I wasn't a member of management, I paid attention to what the manager I closed with the night before was doing. So I did kind of have some knowledge on what to do. Oh. See, ours is a 2022, a 2020 also. No. Ours is a 2021, but we did get it for a used price because they had to lend it out to, we got it in 2021. Right? Yeah. They had to lend it out to somebody whose car was in the shop because they ran out of loaner vehicles, and that guy put 300 miles on it. And I don't know if it's the same everywhere, but in the state of Arkansas, if a car has 300 miles on it, or more, it has to be sold for a used price. So we did get ours for a used price, even though it technically had never been owned by anybody before. So I want to know what's been going on with you guys. Enough about me. Talk about me all the time and my problems all the time. I want to know what's going on with y'all. Like, for real, for real. Like, let's all just brain dump, get everything we need to get off of our chest, off of our chest. An F450, I bet that thing's a gas hog. A diesel? Diesel? Expensive. Where's my cup? Let me go grab my cup real quick, guys. Yeah, me too. But you gotta play the lottery to win the lottery, and I'm too broke for that. Aaron, weren't you gonna have surgery? Am I a shitty friend and missed you having surgery? Your second book? Did I know you had a first book? For some reason, I feel like I knew that, but I just forgot. What kind of books are they? What are they about? I feel like I know this already, but my brain isn't working. I've been thinking about doing a cookbook too, but like, the only problem with that is I don't, unless it comes to baking, I don't measure shit. You guys, listen. I'm just gonna keep it real because that's what we do here. My brain is dead. It is barely hanging on. It's hanging on there by a thread. And so like if you've told me something and I forget, um um I'm sorry, but please don't be mad. I'm not doing it on purpose. It's not that I don't care. It's just like my brain can barely remember to pay the bills and to go to work on time and to because like there's a lot going on that I don't really want to get into too much right now because you know, like we're going down a journey with Delson right now that is not my business to tell. I know he's my child, but like um how do I put this? The things he's going through right now are strictly his things to go through, and I'm just here to um, get him what he needs to be able to thrive and um, to be the best him he can be and to get the best education he can get. Um, so I'm not here to talk about all of that. It's not my place. When he is older and can make that decision, if he wants to talk about it, we'll talk about it. But and that right now is taking up a lot of my mental capacity. Um, Trying to make sure he's getting all the right appointments and how long are we um, gonna have to wait for these appointments, and if the one specialist they referred us to has such a long wait list, is there another specialist close I can get in contact with, see what their scheduling is like, and maybe get a referral to them instead because I don't want to wait that long. He doesn't need to wait that long. It's not fair for him to have to wait that long. And then on top of that, we're still short staffed at work. With this winter weather that was going on, since I'm really the only one who lives in town, my boss lives 20 miles away in another town. One of my cashiers lives way out in the middle of nowhere. My other cashier was able to make it, but as being the only member of management that could get to work, I was having to work. Um, no, no, that is creepy. That is very creepy. Like it'd be different if like this was a family in need who like lost everything in a fire or whatever. Like maybe that would be different, but um and like listen, y'all know I don't mind talking about my kids. I don't mind sharing about them here and there, but y'all don't need to know everything about my children. The creepers on the internet don't need to know everything about my children. Um I like to share with you their accomplishments. I like to share with you things that I have found that worked for me as a parent and things like that. But stuff like this it's none of y'all's business. Now, that's not to say that Um, that's not to say that once we get things figured out, I won't then talk about it as a resource, but I won't be giving specifics or anything like that. You know. Um, yeah. It's just like a conversation me and Zach were having the other day. I do feel like there is a right way and a wrong way to family vlog. Do I think you absolutely cannot show your kids on the internet? Absolutely not. I just don't think you have to share every aspect of their life, and you shouldn't make them the stars of your channel. Like, it should be more about you as a parent, not about your children. You know what I mean? Like, y'all know that if my kids are clothed, and they happen to get in the background of my video, I'm not gonna blur them out or anything. Or like if they come up to me and talk during a video, unless it's like something private. Um, then I'll like cut it out or whatever. But as long as they've got clothes on and they're just like having normal chit chat, I'm not gonna, blur them out or anything like that. Um, but I do think there is a line, and my husband also does not want our children on the internet. Now he's okay with them like being in the background. If they're like walking through a video, he knows like I can't control that. Like I can't just tell them, sorry, you can't leave the living room while I'm filming a kitchen clean with me that might take 2 hours to film, and they may need to go to the bathroom or whatever. But but he doesn't want them like talking to the camera or anything like that. Now, some discussions we are having now are like when they're old enough to understand that, there are creeps on the internet, there are hateful people on the internet, there are pros and cons to being on the internet and what those pros and cons are. Um, like Katie, in like 4 or 5-ish years, she's gonna be old enough to understand that. And now, if she wants to be right alongside me in the kitchen or cooking or cleaning or whatever my channel looks like, then if I still have a channel, and she's able to understand the repercussions of being on the internet, I might let her be in it a little more than I do right now. But until then, it's just gonna stay the way it is. Like, I know that in the beginning I allowed my kids to say hi on the lives and stuff, and you know, the reason I really don't anymore is because they don't like to wear clothes. So I mean, they don't like to wear like my boys like to run around with either just a shirt on or just their shorts on or whatever. So, well, here's the thing. My channel is for me. First and foremost, it is an outlet for me. I didn't start my channel to make money. I didn't start my channel to become famous or to be an influencer. I started my channel for me as a creative outlet, as a way to express myself, as a way to build a community, as a way to have friends. Um, um, and because, like, even a lot of these family vloggers that you see, it is so fake. I am sorry. But you having three dirty dishes on your counter and a used paper towel on the floor and maybe two or three toys on your living room floor does not constitute your house as being a mess, and you don't need to make a whole cleaning video about it. And you guys, honestly, that's part of the reason why I haven't been doing cleaning videos, is because 9 times out of 10, my husband is keeping my house spotless because he is a stay-at-home dad right now. And he has been so good at doing the housework, better than I was when I did when I was a stay-at-home parent. But I do tell him sometimes I'll be like, "Don't worry about it. I need to film a video. I want to film it for a video." So, oh, I'm not apologizing. Um, you know, I wanted to show people I it breaks my heart when I look in comment sections um and see other moms talking about how they wish they could be as good of a mom as this person or that person, or how, just tearing themselves down because they don't have the perfect life that these other moms are portraying on the internet. And I want to show people that that's not real. This is real life. Real life is my dirty ass kitchen that's got dinner still on the stove, two Wendy's cups because one of my kids had to go to the dentist today and his treat was going out to eat. My husband broke one of my glass dishes today and that's still sitting on the counter. There's recycle that needs to go out. My trash can is full. My Christmas stuff is over here in the corner, still needing to be put out in the garage. Like, that is real life. Uh, these perfect houses that are perfectly clean, that people are filming cleaning videos in, even though the place doesn't even need to be clean. These parents who, you know, throw these kids these elaborate birthday parties that cost thousands of dollars. I'm not saying that throwing your kid a party like that makes you a bad parent, and I'm not saying you can't throw your kids parties like that, but that's not normal. And I want people to know that. I want people to know that. And I want also, that's another thing, like you're hearing all of, especially right now in a lot of family vlogs, it's oh, I make my baby's baby food from scratch and I cook a homemade meal every night and I don't use any processed this or that. Listen, that's just not real life. If you are a normal down to earth person, one or both parents in the household have a normal job, most likely full time, and you don't have the time to spend 3 hours cooking one dinner. I know I don't. Even before I worked, when I was a stay at home parent, I didn't have it in me to cook a completely from scratch meal every night. I just didn't. I don't.
Oh, damn.
You know, and so that's one of the reasons why I started my channel. Even where we all met, well, most of us met, actually not most of us that are in this chat right now, because I don't really think many of the people from back then still follow me. you know, we met through the person who shall not be named, the Wicked Witch. Um, and even that was fake. It's still fake. Not jaywhackers, but Lori knows who I'm talking about. Um, that was fake. It was all fake. It still is. I'm not gonna say the channel name. I haven't checked in on that channel in a long time. Every once in a while, I'll go creep it because I just want to know, like what's going on. And that was fake. It was fake then. It's probably even more fake now. You know,
Oh shit!
you know,
Text behind you.
I have my thoughts on it that I am not uh, gonna say online because she knows who I'm talking about. And even though most people wouldn't, if she were to see this, she would know exactly what I'm talking about. And I know that she would try and cause all sorts. Um, I don't want to deal with that drama, so I'm not gonna say
Oh, damn it. I'm done.
what I feel about that whole situation.
I'm
Uh,
not used to Fortnite.
but I feel like things were done on purpose for views. That she pretended she was extremely shocked by and upset by, and then basically begged her viewers to basically fund it in the beginning, and uh, that strikes a nerve in me that I can't even describe. And I don't watch any of it. I just kind of scroll through there and see what she's doing.
It's fine.
Yeah,
Just go.
yeah, I do care about you guys, and even though I don't have the mental capacity to reach out to all of you all the time and check on you every day. I do think about you guys every day. I do pray for you guys every day. I do genuinely get so excited to when I am able to sit down and do these lives because I enjoy talking to you guys. Yeah, yeah, it's sad. That whole situation was sad. Anyways,
Thank you.
you know, what is it, 3 years now we're going on? Is it three? I know it's not four. I think it's three because Luca was already born and he'll be four this year. I think what is it? February 7th, right? 6th, and your birthday is the 7th, right? I always get the two confused. But 3 years in February, that's nuts. And listen, I only have 3 years, I only have 230 subscribers. 200 of those people don't even watch anything that I put. I don't even know why they're still subscribed to me. Um, but that's not what it's for. Like, yes, do I get so excited when I get new subscribers? Absolutely. But it's not because I'm getting closer to being able to make money. is because I feel like I'm making more of a difference. And
Oh shit.
maybe I'm not even making a difference to them at all. I know that for you guys, and Marcy, and Wendy, and all of our regulars, that I have made a difference in y'all's lives. Y'all have made a difference in my life, and maybe these new people I'm not really making that much of a difference in yet. But I feel like as long as I keep being real, I keep being authentic, and I keep being me, that I will make a difference in these people's lives as long as they choose to stick around. If they don't, that's fine. And by make a difference, I don't mean like, change their whole life around. I just mean maybe change their point of view on something so that they're a little bit more positive. Or maybe, all the talk I do about self-care. Yeah, I message her every couple of months just to check in. We used to do phone calls, but we've both been super busy. She's working 2 jobs. I'm working 6 days a week, 1 13-hour day a week at minimum. So, we've just been super busy and haven't been able to do that. But, I'm here because I want to make a difference. I want to build a community that everyone feels welcome and included in. I want to change the narrative on YouTube that if your life doesn't look perfect, that doesn't mean your life is bad. Like, since I started YouTube, you guys, even before then, my life has been a roller coaster, a whirlwind. Most days it feels like nothing is going correctly, that my whole world is crumbling apart around me. But I still love my life. It doesn't matter how hard it gets. It doesn't matter what life throws at me. I have my kids, I have my husband first and foremost, and they make me happy. They make this hard life worth it. Whatever I have to do is worth it because of them. And you guys too, but first and foremost, my household. So, yeah. Yeah. Life sucks, yo. But it's what you do with it. It's really what you do with it and how you get up and decide to move forward when life knocks you on your ass. And don't get me wrong, sometimes when life knocks me on my ass, I stay there for a minute. I stay on the ground for a minute. Debating, do I even want to get back up? Of course I want to get back up. I just need a minute. Have a good night, Leroy. So, let's see. I am... I don't know what I was just gonna say. Does my lip look swollen? No? Just the angle? Okay. I'm trying to think. I was just gonna say something, and then my brain said, nope. Lori, don't worry about it. You don't have to send anything. Ever. A text is good enough. Love you, Aaron. Yeah, it's about time for me to jump off here too. I got a 13-hour day tomorrow, so I need to get ready for bed because I got to get up with the kids before I have to go to work. So, I love you guys. I'm praying for you guys, and hopefully we will be able to do this again next week. Good night, y'all. Bye-bye.